It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Saturday, November 26th. I'm Michael Groff. And hey, we've got some unsettled weather to finally talk about here in the valley. Clouds on the increase today and tomorrow. Slight chances for rain in the picture as well. But the big story will be the much colder air heading on in here by tomorrow and especially through the upcoming week. So a lot to talk about. Let's get out there and look at it this morning. There's the view of the Superstition Mountains and partly to mostly cloudy skies here in the valley right now. These are mainly mid and high level clouds out there, but still a sign of things to come as we take a look at the currents out there at Sky Harbor Airport just after 7 a.m., 63 degrees right now. Dew points at 32, relative humidity 32%. The winds are from the east at 10 miles per hour, and the barometer is steady. Temperatures across the area right now mainly in the 50s and low 60s. There is a 45 at Fort McDowell. Clouds on the increase across the southwest ahead of an approaching short wave. Again, mainly mid and high-level clouds. No rain just yet. The watch warning map features plenty of winter weather advisories in northern Arizona in anticipation of these approaching systems, as well as wind advisories in Southern California. More winter weather conditions in the Sierra today and portions of the Pacific Northwest, as well as the Rockies. And dense fog advisories from Oklahoma, southeast Kansas, east toward Arkansas, Missouri, and Mississippi. On the convective outlook, no organized areas of severe weather anywhere across the country today. Some thunder possible along the west coast and in the Four Corners. Tomorrow, day 2, there is a marginal risk of severe weather for Dallas-Fort Worth heading toward Oklahoma City and Tulsa, as well as portions of Kansas and Nebraska. Some thunder out here in Arizona, mainly in northern Arizona, heading over toward Las Vegas tomorrow. So let's get into that big pattern change we've been talking about for a while now as we take a look at our forecast in more detail with the models. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time today. The first of 2 short waves begins to approach the southwest states today. Rain coming onto the Southern California coast this afternoon. And with southerly flow, we'll start to draw some moisture north. Those mid and high-level clouds will thicken just a bit by this afternoon. And there may be an isolated shower here in southern Arizona by late in the day. This is the high-res NAM this afternoon at 5 p.m. And yes, there could be a shower, but understand that most of us won't see anything at all. If you do, consider yourself lucky, but it probably won't amount to much of anything. A trace, maybe a few hundredths of an inch at most. Most of the energy and dynamics with this will stay to our north, but some slightly cooler air will come in here today. We'll have highs in the low to mid 70s, and again, the sky mostly cloudy. Tonight, lows mainly in the 50s. Tomorrow, start the day out partly cloudy. We'll see an increase in clouds as we go toward the afternoon hours, and that second, more potent short wave begins to approach the area. But as we've mentioned for the last few days, this system is moving over land. It's not going to draw a lot of moisture from the Pacific or from the subtropics. So it will be fairly moisture-starved, but it does have good dynamics with it. Unfortunately for us here in the valley, most of those dynamics are going to stay north of the Phoenix area. By late this Sunday afternoon, we see some showers approaching the area from the northwest. This is the high-res NAM tomorrow at 8 p.m., and it shows widely scattered showers certainly would be possible around here. Radar won't look exactly like this, but the idea of some rain certainly in the valley by tomorrow evening. And the GFS tomorrow at 11 p.m. shows rain here as well. But again, I don't think it's going to be a lot. The trends on the models, the latest NAM you saw there, the HRRR model, the European, keep generally most of the action over northern Arizona. Could there be a shower? Of course, we're going to go for a 40% chance of rain, but this is a very brief window. From tomorrow afternoon, say around 2 p.m. through about midnight, is the only chance we're really going to have of any sort of significant rain in the valley. And again, a tenth, maybe 2/10 of an inch in the upslope areas north and east of Phoenix. By Monday morning, that's out of here. High temperatures on Sunday will be cooler, lower to mid 60s. Monday, we start the day in the mid 40s to low 50s, but we're not going to warm up much on Monday. Upper 50s to lower 60s. The sky partly cloudy. And maybe, just maybe, an isolated shower around here on Monday. We're not going to put it in the forecast, but it's not completely mathematically out of the question. The better chances will be further to the north over northern Arizona, rain and snow showers. The snow level around 4,500 feet. Places like Payson, Flagstaff, Prescott, the Grand Canyon will certainly see some snow. Flagstaff sees several inches of snow from this event between this afternoon and Tuesday morning. Tuesday, we start the day very chilly. Lows in the upper 30s to mid 40s. Highs will only be in the upper 50s. Wednesday, we warm it up a bit. Highs in the mid 60s. The sky mostly sunny with mainly a zonal flow here over the southwest. Same for Thursday, mid to possibly upper 60s. Lows during this time will mainly be in the 40s. Friday, the forecast gets rather tricky. As we see a low dropping south through the western states, it starts to retrograde and ultimately cut off. Now, there's pretty good model agreement on this scenario happening over time and by late in the week and certainly by next weekend. The problem is the devil's in the details. The European has the low a little bit further to the east, the GFS a little bit further to the west, somewhere over western Arizona, maybe northwest Mexico. And if that's the case, you see, there's a little bit of green on the map there. A few showers may be possible over southern Arizona, and certainly clouds would be on the increase, and cooler temperatures would be in play as well because this is a cold low. The problem is it's very dry. It's going to take a while to start to import moisture in here. Nonetheless, we'll keep an eye on this scenario. I'm going to keep the forecast dry for Friday for right now and say that you don't need to worry about rain just yet, as the models are kind of inconsistent. Yesterday's European, very wet here in the southwest with this, but the latest European run shows most of the rain staying to the east of the Phoenix metro area. Could there be a shower? I suppose so, but for right now, we've been in a very dry pattern for so long, I would err on the dry side with any of these models at this point. And this is a week from today, Saturday, December 3rd. That cutoff low continues to drift a little bit further to the south. And should this verify, yes, there would be some cloudy skies around here, some moisture being drawn in, and some light rain possible over southern Arizona. This is not going to be a big heavy rain event, even if this were to verify. This would be a mostly cloudy with scattered showers or light stratified rain sort of event. Still, we'll keep an eye on it at this point. Going to keep the forecast dry. High temperatures, though, low to mid 60s. This is Sunday, December the 4th. That low continues to spin to our south. The flow aloft is mainly east, southeasterly. Yes, maybe a few showers should this continue. And this is the end of the forecast period. Monday, December the 5th, that low starts to move to the east-northeast. A drier northeasterly flow around here. And temperatures would still be on the coolish side. Highs would be below normal, mainly in the lower to mid-60s. Again, if this were right, I imagine this will change a fair bit between now and then. The models, while they do have a general trend here, we're still looking at some pretty big differences, and it makes it hard to forecast any one specific scenario. And cutoff lows are just so hard to forecast this far out anyway. All right, rainfall for the next 10 days off the GFS. And most of this, at least in the valley, is from this event coming up here this weekend. And generally a couple tenths of an inch, maybe 3/10 of an inch in the far east valley or the favorite upslope areas. But look at that rainfall over southeast and east central Arizona. A few spots seeing over an inch, maybe 2 inches of rain, and that is mainly from all the rain expected off the GFS for the following weekend. But most of that is going to stay to our east and south, and it's going to mainly favor the upslope areas, not so much the deserts. We'll keep an eye on it and let you know. Temperatures through the period look like this. Yes, warm today and then much cooler tomorrow and all the way through the upcoming week. Temperatures, I think, especially on Monday or Tuesday, may well be lower than this. I think high is only in the upper 50s. The idea of much cooler temperatures, though, to continue all the way through the forecast period. Now let's look at the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video by tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. Have a great Saturday.